there's really only one way in, and that is through Monarch Pass. We're just at the base of it, and it's this bad right now. We don't have chains. We do have a Ford Raptor, you know, on a good set of tires. We're just gonna take it slow and steady, and hopefully, you know, get over this mountain. I think this will be the most challenging part of the whole trip to Florida, will be Monarch Pass. So fingers crossed, I'm sure we'll be fine.
This is very charming.
On the other side of Monarch Pass is a town that I grew up in, Salida, Colorado. After cruising around downtown Salida, reminiscing of my younger days, we followed the Arkansas River through some canyons where we would land at our next campsite. This is where we would spend Christmas Eve.
Dinner by the fire. Whole blanket.
Good morning, Merry Christmas. It was a cold one last night, but that's all right. So you can see here, this isn't like a normal campsite. In fact, I don't even know if we're allowed to be here, but we just backed up the trailer right here at the Valley Bridge in Coaldale, Colorado. And yeah, this place is really beautiful. We're tucked in the Rocky Mountains. We're on the Arkansas River, which is just incredible. But the main thing is just right up that bridge is the house that I grew up in. So we're probably just gonna relax here for a minute and then we're gonna get packed up because we have a pretty long drive to Texas today. And I think that this will be our last like cold night of the trip. Fingers crossed.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah.
A lot of memories. Go in front. Honoring veterans, past, present, and future.
Let me see. My name might be on that.
Home of the pirates. You're a pirate.
The timing of this visit worked out perfectly. It had been 20 years since I graduated high school. This was my own reunion.
Instant chemistry.
Well, we made it to Texas, and finally it's warm enough that we don't have to wear our coat and then like a sweatshirt and then another shirt. So I'm down to one layer, which feels really nice. We just stopped on the side of the road to let the dogs get some water, stretch our legs a little bit, and again shed some clothing. You know, I think that the cold nights are behind us, thankfully, because I'll tell you what, it's been tough. I mean we've been doing it. Sleeping in the tent in like, you know, single digit temperature. I mean, it's cold. It's cold at night for sure. So I think the plan is probably to stop, maybe grab something to take to the campsite for dinner tonight. And then we are going to Palo Duro Canyon. I don't really know too much about it. Andrea found it. And so we're going there tonight. Hopefully we make it before sundown. I think we only have about 2 or 2.5 more hours to drive. All right, wrapping up a night in Palo Duro Canyon. We got in again after dark last night, so we couldn't really tell what was going on, but we're in a pretty big canyon ravine, only one way in, one way out. Unfortunately, Texas has been so dry lately. We had a fire ban last night, so we got our Christmas lights up and things like that. Last night was Christmas, so I hope everyone had a Merry Christmas. And so yeah, we got about 5.5, 6 hours to go to our next stop in Texas, which I think is going to be a little bit more remote. We're going to Black Creek Recreation Area.
It's
so
northwest of Dallas.
Northwest of Dallas. So 5.5 hours. Should be good. It's pretty early, maybe 10 a.m. or so. You know, I know these campsites aren't like incredibly remote or anything, but they are pretty quiet. They're really peaceful, and it's nice that we have power. You know, we can charge all the batteries and things like that. We have shower, you know. I hadn't showered in like 2 or 3 days, so it was nice to use those type of things. Yeah, and also pretty cool, I was finally able to ride my one wheel. You know, Andre and I got myself a one wheel for Christmas, and we brought it on the trip because I wanted to kind of learn and ride around. But everywhere we have stayed so far has been too cold, and the thing wouldn't work. You know, I guess it doesn't work in like freezing temperatures or something, but finally last night I was able to get on it. You know, you need a lot of practice with that thing, right? You definitely need a ton of practice, but super fun. I'm going to try to ride it a little bit every day. That's the goal. And yeah, now I think we're just going to finish packing up and get on the road.